Ta farlig, gitt en time. Vet en utgang, habibi. Du tar farlig, gitt en time. Vet en utgang, habibi.
As the title of this project, Insurance Coverage Proposal for a Company, today our group will present about Maidin at Kuala Terengganu and the insurance coverage that the company should take. First of all, Maidin Mohammed Holdings Berhad is Malaysia's largest homegrown halal hypermarket and retail chain. Maidin Kuala Terengganu is one of the 66 branches of Maidin Mohammed Holdings Berhad. When talking about business and investment, most business owners certainly agree every decision taken for the business is actually risky. If the decision made is right, then it can propel the business to a better level. Nevertheless, there are still many business owners and startups who are one-sided about other risks that should be taken seriously by them, like disaster and accidents that can also make your business lose capital and property. For example, Maidin Kuala Terengganu. There are a lot of risks it will face. So now, I will pass this to Nurul to explain what kind of risks faced by Maidin.
As everyone know, Maidin is one of the big supermarket in Malaysia. There are many Maidin branches in every state and this is proving to be a popular supermarket. However, there are many risks that need faced by this company to avoid losses and so on. There are 4 major risks that can affect their company. Among them are fire, flood, lighting, and explosion. How can explosion happen in supermarket? Explosion can happen when gas explosion on the heater when maintenance is performed. It can occur due to liquid leakage, petroleum gas explosion, GPC, and a gas pipe leak in a restaurant in the basement of the mall. For fire, it can happen when negligence during cooking and the heat of sunlight and high temperature. Fire can occur anywhere regardless of place and time. The next risk is lighting. How it can happen? Let me explain. Lighting can happen when the damage to lighting element to occur in electrical equipment. Furthermore, gas lighting is the production of artificial light from combustion of gaseous fuels. We are always here flood can happen in interior only. However, flooding can also occur in hypermarket like Maidin. It can happen when unsatisfactory water drainage and rapid development in urban areas. All these risks can befall Maidin supermarket at any time. Therefore, this proves that insurance is very important to protect Maidin in the event of this risk as a means of protection.
What is fire insurance? Fire insurance is a sort of property coverage that compensates you for any damages or losses caused by a fire. It pays for the cost of repairing or replacing damaged property in your house as well as living expenses if you have to move out while your home is being repaired or replaced. Okay, now how fire insurance works. Homeowner insurance covers policyholders' homes or buildings as well as their personal items, which are referred to as insured property. This is a broad term that refers to both the inside and outside of a building as well as any assets kept on site. The coverage may also cover injuries experienced while on premises. If you have a mortgage, your lender will almost certainly refuse to advance funds unless you have insurance on your home. Okay, even though it is not essential, it is a good idea to protect oneself. Okay, additional coverage options such as fire insurance are available. Fire insurance covers a policy holder against a variety of related losses or damages. This category includes fire caused by electrical issues such as poor wiring and gas explosions, as well as fires caused by lightning or natural disaster. A ruptured or overflowing water tank or pipelines may also be covered. Okay, so this is why we stress that fire insurance is a complete enough for a business.
I will explain about insurance coverage that suits risks faced by Maiden. After researching some of the hazards that Maiden might face, we recommended that the business to purchase a fire insurance to protect itself from any incident in the future. In the case of a blazing fire that threatens to burn down the business and its valuables, having that fire extinguisher alone will not enough. The fire insurance policy, which has been dubbed Standard Fire and Special Dangers Policy since it includes a wide range of inclusions, cover the following risks. First is fire. The insurance covers any damage caused by fire-related event, but it excludes damage or destruction to the insured property caused by natural heating, fermentation, and spontaneous combustion. Additionally, property damage caused by the drying and heating operation is not considered fire damage. Furthermore, any covered property that is burned on the common of a public authority is not covered. A fire insurance policy, which is normally good for 1 year, provides additional coverage for smoke or water damage caused by a fire. Homeowners frequently renew fire insurance policies that are about to expire under the same term as the original policy. Second, explosion. A fire triggered by an explosion or implosion is covered under the policy. However, does not cover damage or destruction of boilers, economizers, or other steam emitting vessels, as well as machinery or gear that works with the centrifugal force. The pressure and boiler plant insurance policy essentially covers this risk because it gives more coverage. Explosion insurance is more expensive. Aside from explosive, it may also encompass less common risks such as property damage from automobiles, airline accidents, and riots, as well as more common dangers like smoke and weather damage. Although most explosion coverage is geared toward the industrial sector, it can also be beneficial to individuals. The term explosion is difficult to define exactly because it is used in a number of settings. Every ignition and consumption of other property by an explosive substance is not an explosion in the traditional sense. It's not the same as combustion. An explosion is a sudden and rapid combustion that results in a large amount of air expansion and is followed by a report. Next, lightning. Fire and other damage caused by a lightning strike are covered by most homeowners and business insurance plans. Lightning can destroy home and property as well as cause personal harm. It's a good way to seek precautions to avoid the dangers of lightning. Lastly, water damage or flood. Flood insurance protects a resident from losses by floods, such as heavy or prolonged rain, congested storm drainage system or levee dam failure. A flood is regarded a catastrophic significant occurrence in many places, and the damage or destruction it causes is not covered unless the insured have extra insurance. Because it is a type of catastrophe insurance, flood insurance differs from the normal hazard insurance coverage contained in a homeowner's insurance policy. Standard homeowners insurance covers interior water damage caused by a burst pipe, as well as natural events such as tornadoes and rainstorms. Floodwaters, on the other hand, do not cover the destruction or damage they create. Property owners who live in an area prone to natural disasters will almost always need supplementary coverage. That's all from me.
Every entrepreneur or new business set up should own fire insurance as it comes in handy in mitigating the aftermath of fire damage. As no property is resilient to fire or other natural disaster, the repercussion can lead to hard fragility if you are not backed by financial. At times, a small business may face financial hardship if not covered by insurance. Among the benefits obtained for companies that take a fire insurance policy is cover hard losses or damage. When a fire erupted, it causes flame and smoke which can damage your office or its content. Even the water used to douse flame can destroy the office building and stock and other goods kept there. A fire insurance policy will help in covering losses or damage and thus ensure your business stay afloat. Besides that, other benefits are share financial burden. If your company don't have a fire insurance policy, you will have to pay for all the losses or damage from your pocket. There will be no one for your assistance. In some situations, a fire can lead to complete closure your business also. It can lead to financial crisis which can make it tough to rebuild the office and produce content. Furthermore, replace damaged goods. A fire insurance coverage not only covers the loss or damage to the building, but also help in replacing the goods that caught fire. The insurance also provides for the maintenance charge for those machine and equipment which got damaged during the fire. Okay, lastly, give a sense of security also one of the benefits in fire policy. This is because the existence of fire insurance policy in case of uncertain risks like fire gives you an inner peace and satisfaction. Even if a fire occurred and you suffer losses, you are satisfied because you have a fire insurance policy and the insurer will reimburse your losses.
Before I end this video, I would like to conclude all the discussion we have discussed earlier. As we know, all companies, whether large or small companies, they all have their respective risks. Most companies should take the insurance coverage so their property and pecuniary can be covered. Insurance is not actually difficult if you understand about the risks and basics of coverage offered by each policy. The important thing is to get protection that can reduce the risk of loss to your business as a result of disaster that you don't want. So, that's all from us. Thank you.